Now, the consultation window is probably one of the areas that we've focused on the most. So what we've tried to do here is maximize the space that you have and the tools that are available to you to make it as easy as possible for you to focus on the clients while still being able to get the most out of the treatment notes in PPS. So you'll firstly notice that the layout's slightly different. So on the left-hand side, we now have the treatment history for the client. So I can see a summary of their treatment episodes, and if I scroll down, I'll also be able to see any consultation notes, any previous forms that we've filled out, any custom forms, and also including any documents that we have attached to this client log as a part of these consultation notes, and any other images or documents that we have associated with this client in relation to this treatment. Now at the top of this window you'll see two small buttons. So the first one, which will be selected as default, will show you a history of this treatment episode only, or you can switch to see a history of all treatment episodes by selecting the button just to the right of that one there. On the right hand side is where you have your treatment notes section, so this still works as a free text area. And at the top of that window, you still have all of the same controls, so the ability to format the text using normal options such as bold, underline, etc. And then just to the right of that, you still have access to your symbols and text palette like you did previously. And then moving further along, again, still have access to those customizable headings, which you can just drop into the text to enable you to split your notes out into paragraphs. And right at the top, you'll notice you have some brand new icons. So we've not removed any functionality here. You still have all of the same options, but what we've done is just freshened up the look and feel here. And if you're unsure of what any of these icons relate to, so you may be unfamiliar with some of these, as soon as you hover over any of them, it tells you exactly what the icon relates to or what clicking that icon will do for you. Now, most importantly, what we've done with the notes section is now giving you the ability to add extra tabs. So whilst you are writing up your consultation notes, previously, if you wanted to fill out a form or open up a quick chart or annotate an image, you would have had to do that over the top of the treatment notes, and you would have had to close that form or that image annotation to come back to your notes if you needed to do so. So what we've done at the top here is allowed you to do tabbed notes. So next to consultation notes, I can select forms, choose the form that I want to work with, and that will just open in a tab alongside my consultation notes. So while I'm working on that form, I can be annotating my images, filling out my questions. At any time, I can skip back to my consultation notes without losing the progress of my form, and I can switch in between the two tabs as freely as I need to. When I'm done filling out my form, I can click Save in the top right hand corner. And I still have the access between the two options at the top here, so I can still revisit that at any time whilst I'm writing up these consultation notes. Now, some of you may be unfamiliar with the way that the screen is laid out here, so don't worry if you preferred seeing the treatment history at the bottom. You still have the option to do that by going to the top right hand corner and selecting the horizontal split view. So you'll notice that then pops your history at the bottom of the screen, like you'd be used to in the previous versions of PPS. If at any time you want to switch back, you can just go back to the top right hand corner and choose the vertical split, which will pop the treatment notes back to the left hand side. And this window is resizable, so if you'd rather shrink that down so you have more space for your treatment notes or for your forms, you can drag that in or out depending on the space that you want to take up with the history area. And saving your notes works exactly the same way as it did before. So you still have the same option to review any treatment episodes. And once you're done with that, it will bring you back out to the diary.